This might be the scariest thing you'll hear all day. Are you ready? More people fear speaking in public than death. Seriously, what the hell? It's true. A recent survey found that 75% of Americans ranked public speaking as more stressful than dying. Dying. That's why the internet is full of questions like what does an anxiety attack feel like? And how to calm down from a panic attack. People don't faint at the sight of needles or coffins, but they do freeze at the sight of a microphone. So what gives? How can something that doesn't physically hurt us be so terrifying? Is our generation just soft, or is there something more going on here? I was always considered the confident one, the talkative kid who never met a stranger. But after landing my dream job in New York City, I became the most anxious person on the planet. I was terrified of making mistakes in front of my boss. One time during a big client meeting, I was presenting our new campaign ideas, and in the middle of my pitch, bam, my throat completely closed. I couldn't make a sound. The whole room went silent. All eyes were on me. My face turned beet red. The client asked if I was okay. At that moment, I wanted to disappear. I managed to get the words out. I'm fine, but internally I was freaking out. I lost that client. I got fired a week later. I hadn't even been there a year. After getting roasted by my colleagues on social media, I swore off speaking in public forever. And now, every time I have to present in front of my team, I feel like I'm having a panic attack. The silence in the room feels deafening. Their faces are blurry. My knees are shaking. It's like my brain turns into mush. As much as I hate it, sometimes it's unavoidable. Like with work, I've tried faking being sick so many times, but inevitably someone calls me out. They're like, ew, you were supposed to present today. Then everyone looks at me. I start sweating. I want to run away. I know I'm overreacting, but I can't help it. What's wrong with me? You are not alone. You are not weird. And yes, you can breathe. It's not your fault. And you're not broken. Your brain is just freaking out because speaking in public triggers the same parts of your brain that perceive mortal danger. It's literally fight or flight mode. First, your amygdala hijacks your nervous system. It tells your brain to release adrenaline. That's the fight or flight response. Next, your brain scans for threats. What could go wrong? Worst case scenario. Then it starts catastrophizing. What if I pass out? What if I throw up? What if I forget everything? Lastly, it releases cortisol, the stress hormone, which makes you feel overwhelmed. This is your brain's way of protecting you. After all, public speaking used to be a life or death situation. If you pissed off the saber-toothed tiger, your tribe would abandon you. So our ancestors evolved to fear rejection. But the problem is, we're still wired that way today. Even though we know no one will eat us alive for being bad at public speaking, our brains still think a mic is a predator. And that's where the show must go on. And trust me, I get it. There are days when I don't want to put on a brave face. Some days I wish I could hide under my blanket and pretend the world doesn't exist. Being an adult sucks. It's hard enough to find your place in the world without feeling like you have to be a superstar speaker. The good news is there are ways to overcome this. My therapist taught me something called exposure therapy. Basically, it's about facing your fears head on. I started small, speaking up in one-on-one meetings, then group meetings, then virtual presentations. Slowly but surely, I built up a tolerance for speaking in front of others. One day, I decided to join Toastmasters, which is a club for giving speeches and getting feedback. Turns out I'm not the only one doing this. Gen Z is taking this even further. There are new social clubs popping up everywhere where young professionals can practice speaking, and they're even using AI to help them prepare. There's this app where you can upload a video of yourself giving a speech, and the AI will analyze your body language, tone, and content. I also love the breathing hack. When you take deep breaths, it signals to your brain that you're in control, not the fear. And lastly, there are some really funny body language tricks that make you look confident, even if you don't feel it. For example, you can put your hands in front of you like you're holding an invisible ball. It's kind of like when basketball players pump up their fists before shooting a free throw. There's a lot of science behind this. In her book, Talk Like a Leader, Be Heard in a World That Can't Stop Talking, Author and communication coach Celeste Headley says that we need to be better storytellers. We live in an age of content, and context is king. The next generation of leaders will be those who can effectively communicate through stories. It's not about being the best speaker. It's about connecting with your audience. She says that you should ask yourself 3 questions before every speech. What do I want to say? How am I going to say it? And what do I want my audience to walk away with? These are the essentials of good storytelling. Knowing your points, engaging your audience, and leaving a lasting impression. That's why it's so important to practice in advance. Most people don't realize how long it takes to become a great storyteller. It's not something that happens overnight. It's a skill that needs to be honed over time. That's where AI comes in. Now there's this amazing tool that helps you rehearse your speeches. It's a game changer for anyone who struggles with public speaking. I remember spending hours practicing in front of the mirror, trying to perfect my delivery. But it's not the same as performing in front of an actual audience. That's why I turned to AI for help. It's like having a personal assistant who can listen to you practice and give you instant feedback. The AI can detect things like filler words, and suggest ways to improve your body language. It's crazy how much it's helped me become a better speaker. I can't recommend it enough to anyone who's struggling with public speaking. I mean, hey, even Gen Z is using it. And let's be real, if anyone knows how to embrace technology, it's them. But honestly, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my therapist. It's not always easy to open up to someone else about your problems, but having someone to talk to who understands what you're going through can make a huge difference. There's also this trend where people use virtual reality to treat anxiety disorders. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but hear me out. With VR, you can simulate situations that cause you anxiety, like speaking in public or flying, and practice coping mechanisms in a safe environment. It's like exposure therapy, but on steroids. Plus, it's not just for anxiety. VR therapy has been shown to help people with PTSD, phobias, and chronic pain. It's like a whole new world of possibilities for mental health treatment. When I visited my therapist, she taught me something that changed everything. She said I wasn't broken. I'm just human. I'm prone to fear, rejection, and failure. But that doesn't mean I can't learn to overcome these feelings and still have a fulfilling life. It's not about avoiding the things that scare us. It's about facing them head on. Think about it. We fear speaking because we fear being seen. We fear rejection because we fear abandonment. We fear not mattering because we fear being forgotten. We fear speaking because we fear being alone. That's why the ultimate goal isn't to become fearless, it's to become seen. You don't need to be fearless, you need to be heard. That's the lesson I learned from my therapist. And it's the reason why I'm sharing my story with you today. I know I'm not the only one who's struggled with this. And if my story can help even one person realize that they're not alone, then it's worth it. So comment below your worst speaking moment. Let's normalize the fear and help each other out. And remember, you're not broken, you're just human. And humans speak even when it's terrifying. If you found this video helpful, let us know in the comments below. Please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing content. Your support means everything to us. Thank you for watching.